I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time. Honestly, I've just been putting it off because, I don't know, I didn't think the community would fuck with it, but, I said, fuck it. And I said, let me hear what the community has to say, bro. I want to see what you guys got to say. And it's basically about the whole Ye and Drake debate. And my answer to that whole Ye versus Drake conversation, it literally stays switching every week, bro. Like, I'll literally wake up one day convinced that Ye is the fucking greatest, bro. Then a random Drake track like comes up on my shuffle playlist, right? And I'm like, nah, bro. Like, this is the guy, bro. It's one of those debates where both sides are right because both of them pretty much shaped everything that I listen to and that a lot of people my age listen to as well. And when I'm being honest with myself, I usually do end up leaning towards Ye. I'm gonna be real.
The reason Ye gets that edge for me is production.
Nobody's touching that level of creative control. Nobody, bro. Like, this guy produced the backbone of his whole discography. 4 albums, 4 eras, 4 movements, on top of being like the main artist. Drake has a crazy fucking catalog, bro. Insane catalog. But he doesn't have that producer stamp. He doesn't have that producer stamp. And that alone is something Ye holds over almost everybody in music, bro, period. And that's why he usually clears in my head. But when you start talking about albums, hits, vocals, that's where it gets tricky, bro. That's where it gets tricky on who's the best between these two. I mean, they both got it. Both of them have classics, both have era-defining albums, and both have legit hits stacked across more than a fucking decade, bro. Like, I'm not 100% sure who truly has more hits, but I'm leaning Drake. Fact check me on this, but I'm leaning towards Drake, bro. Not by a crazy amount, but Drake definitely has a little more, bro. And that's why I've always wanted to hear a versus between these two. Like, we gotta make that happen, bro. A versus between Ye and Drake. And I really don't know who will win, bro. I really don't know, honestly. Like, they're basically the closest thing to each other. Like, if any artist is comparable to Ye, it's Drake. Like, they're low-key the same archetype. That's why the relationship is so funny, bro. Like, one day they hate each other, they're cool, but they're not cool. And like, I don't know, the tension is kind of iconic at this point, bro.